Hello everyone, this is Fiona NAMAGANDA from Kampala International University doing bachelor's in computer science with education. I'm here today going to take you through computer hardware. It's the topic of discussion. Before, we shall have the key points to be discussed. We shall have a definition for computer, definition for hardware, components of computer hardware, how the computer hardware interacts with other computer parts, then the importances of computer hardware. Let us have the definition for computer. This is a programmable electronic device that can store, retrieve, and process data, enabling it to perform calculations, manage information, and execute instructions. Let's go straight away to the topic of discussion, that is computer hardware, and this refers to the physical components of the computer system, each serving a specific function to ensure the effectiveness of the system operations. For example, we have the central processing unit, which is the brain of the computer. The CPU interacts and executes instructions, performing calculations and managing data flow within the system. Then we have another example of the motherboard, and this is the main circuit board that the CPU, memory, storage devices, and other peripherals facilitating communication between all hardware components. We also have the random access memory, and this is a temporary storage that provides space for the CPU to read and write data to be accessed quickly, enhancing system performance. Let us go to the components of the computer hardware. We have the input devices. These are ones which feed data in the computer for further processing to make meaningful information. They include keyboard, mouse, scanner, and the microphones, and so on. Then output devices. These are the ones that display and present the processed data to the user, like the monitor, printer, and the speakers, etc. We have the storage devices. These store data and programs both temporarily and permanently. For example, we have the hard disk and the DVD drive. The processing devices. These components handle the actual processing of data and executing instructions, like the CPU, the RAM, and the GPU. So, after outlining them, let us handle the input devices. We shall begin with the keyboard, and this is an electronic device that is to enter alphanumeric data by processing keys. Keyboard is the most common and very popular input device which helps to input data to the computer. It involves the numeric keys, function keys, control keys, and special purpose keys, then the typing keys. And we shall have the illustration at the end of the lesson. Then we have the mouse, and this is a hand-operated pointing device that controls and coordinates a cursor screen. A cursor screen as one moves it around on a pad. On the bottom of the device is a ball that rolls on the surface of the pad. Mouse operations include clicking, which is the pressing the left button, releasing it quickly. Then double clicking, and this is the pressing the left mouse button twice and releasing it quickly. We have the right clicking. This refers to the pressing the right mouse button once and releasing it. Then the scanners. This is an output device which works more like a photocopy machine. It is used when some information is available on paper and it is to be transferred to the hard disk of the computer for further manipulation. Then we have the touch screen, and this is the display that detects touch, allowing users to interact directly with the screen by tapping or pinching. Have the microphone. This is a device that captures sound and converts it into digital form, often used for commands into digital formats. Then touchpad. This is so sensitive surface, often found on laptops, used for pointing and clicking, similar to a mouse. Let us have the output devices, and these are devices that project, display or produce data from the computer, allowing users to view or hear the results of their inputs. The following are the output devices. We have the monitor. This is a screen that displays videos, graphics, providing visual and text from the computer. Then we have the printer. This is a device that produces a physical copy of documents, images or graphics, usually on a paper. We have the speakers. These are devices that produce sound output from the computer, often used for music and videos. The projectors. This projects images, videos or presentations on a large surface or screen. Let us go to the importances of the hardware components. Since that we have different hardware components, each component has its own importance as far as computer hardware is concerned, and they are as below. Let us begin with the central processing unit, and this is so useful in the interpreting and executing instructions from both hardware and software. Then the motherboard, and this serves as the main circuit board. The motherboard connects all hardware components, facilitating communication between the CPU, memory, and storage devices. Have the random access memory, and this temporarily stores data and instructions that the CPU needs, allowing for quick access and smooth multitasking. Then the storage devices, these store data permanently or until deleted by the user. We have the power supply unit. This converts an electrical power from an outlet into usable power for the computer's internal components. Let us have the interaction of the hardware between the hardware and other computer parts. Have the peripherals like the keyboard, the mouse, and monitors allows users to interact with the computer and display output. Operating system. The operating system manages all these hardware components and provides a platform for software applications to run. Then the motherboard as the central hub. The motherboard is a printed circuit board that holds the CPU, RAM, and other essential hardware components and communication for all parts of the computer. So, after discussing about all that, we shall have the illustrations and the illustrations showing some input devices, and this include, as we are seeing, we have the keyboard, scanner, trackball, the touchpad, and others. Then let us have an illustration for output devices, and these include the printers, monitors, headphones, screen projector, as it has been discussed above. In conclusion, the above are the components and their ways of working and how they interact with other computer parts. Thank you. May God bless you.